everything you need to start your morning, this is Good Day Tampa Bay.
A man who is no stranger to the treasures of the deep sea is looking for a new adventure.
Now, the shipwreck he hopes to uncover in his latest mission, and how he hopes some new technology will help lead him in the right direction. The time right now is 7:42.
With everything you need to start your morning, this is Good Day Tampa Bay.
Imagine finding a sunken treasure worth millions of dollars. Sounds pretty good. A Florida treasure hunter did it 30 years ago.
And now he's at it again. Fox 13's Lloyd Sowers shows us how a story of the sea is about to get a new chapter.
From out of the dust of centuries, a golden chain emerges.
The year was 1979. The golden chain was but a small piece of a long-lost treasure celebrated by the crew.
Champagne tonight.
The bounty of silver and gold from a Spanish galleon, Concepcion, valued then at $14 million, today worth an estimated $95 million.
Is undoubtedly among the richest in history.
The lead diver was 36-year-old Burt Weber.
Anyone can well imagine this is a dream come true for me, finding this wreck.
Now, nearly 30 years later,
This will be the last chapter of the Concepcion story.
65 years old now, Burt Weber plans to go back to the famous waters of the Silver Bank. It's a premier spot for whale watching. But this playground of hidden reefs is also a graveyard of ancient ships. The Spanish galleon Nuestra Senora de la Concepcion was packed with silver and gold. Leaving Havana in September 1641, she started for Spain at the height of the hurricane season. Battered by a storm, to the north coast of what's now the Dominican Republic, she hit a reef and sank. The area now known as the Silver Bank for the many coins that littered the reef.
As rich as Weber's find was 30 years ago, he believes much of the treasure was gone before he got there. Centuries-old records show that English pirates aboard a Corsair raided the wreck site, where survivors had stacked up the treasure.
And there's a vast amount of treasure missing. We believe that's on the Corsair.
He says there's testimony that pirate Corsair also met its end, hitting a sharp reef as the pirates tried to get away.
You'll see it.
Attorney and Tampa native Michael Scaglione is helping spearhead Weber's return to the Silver Bank.
He's a 65-year-old with the energy of a 25-year-old, and the knowledge that he has of shipwrecks is just amazing.
They gear up with a new generation of dive technology and equipment to search the reef. It's a multi-million-dollar effort with venture capital from a publicly traded company. And even now, pirates are still a concern.
These are on board here totally for defensive purposes.
Weber says he knows it will be a challenge, but one thing hasn't changed.
The same as
Not only that, as a personality, I'm a person of action, and always have been.
Betting that 30 years later, his knowledge and luck will lead him back to fortune on the Silver Bank. Lloyd Sowers, Fox 13 News.
Well, we can certainly hope. They plan to leave from Miami within the next several weeks and hope to spend at least 5 months searching the Silver Bank for shipwrecks.
Makes you want to buy a little detector on the beach and walk around, Andy, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think they're going to find hopefully more than that. What you find on the beach, it sounds like a lot of treasure is at stake out there. And, you know, it's due to hurricanes that caused all those ships to sink. And speaking of hurricanes, we've got our first tropical wave that moved off the Atlantic.